Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for March 17th, Wednesday, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. We have a time for change call tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. And we also have, on Friday, a reverse aging call at 9 p.m. on this line. Sometimes we all know that this life will be intense, and other times quite peaceful. So our job is to experience it all and discover who we are. And we discover who we are as the source of self. This is true no matter how those outer conditions change. So you just let life spice you up to the fullest. Everything is perfect as it is, and all perfections, all imperfections you see are imaginary. Again, it's the ego mind. If you can dwell on this concept and hold on to it for even a few minutes, you'll notice that you'll start to feel lighter, have more inner clarity, and a sense of spiritual freedom throughout your day. Everything is perfect as it is. All imperfections you see are imaginary. Abiding in this understanding opens up 1,001 doorways to the divine. You will automatically begin living a life that is empowered, awakened, and feels more harmonious. You can liberate yourself from 99% of your daily suffering just by respecting this one simple truth. So get curious about it and try to understand its deeper meaning. Explore the feeling how everything actually is always perfect in this universe, exactly as it is. The longer we can feel into this experience and assimilate it into our bodies, the more blissed out we will feel every day along the way. It's a good thing to know that as each of us enlighten ourselves, we are also helping to enlighten everyone else on the planet. Realization is nothing new to be acquired. It is already there, but obstructed by a screen of thoughts. All our attempts are directed to lifting this screen, and then realization is revealed, Ramana Rishi. No matter what is happening in your outer world, for any of us, in our relationships, the internet, our family, work, whatever, realize that everything around you is happening for one very specific reason: to awaken you to your spiritual nature. This means opening you, healing you, making you more conscious, alive, and available for the living flow of energy that is perpetually moving through you. Everything in this universe is happening for you, not to you. Each of us are here to wake up and remember that we truly are in an infinite spiritual. We are an infinite spiritual being having an occasional limited time-bound experience of being human. When we discover our spiritual foundation, the experience that we are all-powerful, super-manifesting beings becomes evident and obvious. The universe blasts synchronicities at us, unveiling the truth that we are all one unified being, connected to the same cosmic source. Our mission here is to believe this, and knowing this truth allows us to know ourselves as divine. Who you are is not just mankind. You have the God-given manifesting power within you to create, attract, and magnetize anything. anything you can dream of. Manifesting is your basic nature. Notice that whatever you place your focus or attention upon is what you're going to create, move energy into form, create it in reality, manifest into your life. If you focus on thoughts that make you happy, empowered, abundant, and free, you will attract more people and situations that mirror those positive, joyful experiences back to you. We truly are much more powerful than the mind can comprehend. We are such powerful beings that there is nothing we cannot manifest into this physical dimension. The mind is too small and too limited, too conceptual, and too narrow-minded to digest the immensity of who we are. Only the heart is big enough to tap into the immensity of our being, and still it will fall short. Our spiritual essence is without borders in time, space, or energy. We are timeless metaphysical magicians sailing through an eternal ocean of time and energy. We are one with the infinity. This meeting is the unveiling of our true spiritual essence. And by taking responsibility for this meeting inside, our real power begins to emerge in our lives. We naturally begin attracting and creating everything our hearts was dreaming about. And as we find out that there is an unlimited, no limit, source of energy, creativity, love, lightness, and compassion inside, we immediately start experiencing how truly enjoyable this life actually is. This makes it so much easier to surrender to the magical manifesting mindset. We see our real mission. Our real mission here is to be stress-free, to deeply fall in love with our lives, and to trust this world so deeply that we truly let go of all of our fears. With nothing to fear, we become a brilliant light for everyone on this earth to enjoy. Even though some people in this society may be completely unable to relax and trust life, don't be offended by them. They are deeply unaware of their infinite spiritual nature, and they need you to help them find it again. Most people in this civilization and live in some energetic poverty because they are simply stuck in their minds, afraid of being responsible for the immensity of their lives. This spiritual connection is so huge that they would rather keep safe holding onto their limited excuses of what they cannot do instead of facing the fact that they are actually creating everything in their lives. The spiritually awake person is the guiding light here to show others how to see their way through the dark. When one's own true nature is known, then there is being without beginning and end. It is unbroken awareness and bliss. Ramana Maharishi. Once you are aware of your unlimited spiritual nature, it's not your job to push this idea on anyone. They may not be ripe or ready to receive it quite yet. Humans have been asleep to this understanding for so many centuries that each person needs something karmically specific to them, something quite radical and monumental to shake them from this ancient, deep slumber. The time will come when everyone's soul will awaken to this understanding. Everything always happens at the perfect time. So don't start bothering others about waking up. Just be responsible for opening up deeper into your spiritual connection. Be silent, conscious, and loving with others. Do what inspires you every day. Focus on how you can step more fully into this manifesting mindset in your community, and take on this spiritual responsibility just for you. No matter what happens in your life, in this life, it's good to know that a great conscious universal source is always on your side. And what I mean by this is that all your judgment, painful, and emotionally challenging experiences that you're having are the fertilizer for your soul's growth. Each challenge pushes you deeper inside yourself, so you develop the gift to overcome it. Your problems stretch you, expand your boundaries of who you think you are, so that you dive deeper inside more than ever before. And whenever something of this world frightens you, instantly trust this experience is a gift from grace to help step up your vibration and consciousness. Use everything to help you wake up and realize this exciting divine truth today. Since everyone is one's own self, whoever does whatever to whomever is doing it only to himself. Since everyone is one's own self, whoever does whatever to whomever is doing it only to himself. Ramon Rishi. Lastly, as we wake up, we realize that we are all so deeply interconnected to one another. There truly is no separation from me and you. Just limiting ideas in the mind come between us. There is just pure energy and consciousness that pervades everything and everyone. When enough people realize this experience of oneness, we will all start living from our most enlightened state of being. This is when we will manifest true world peace. All it takes is 1 out of 7 people on this earth, 1 out of 8, 9, who have found spiritual inner peace within themselves right now. This will start a trend that will take over the rest of the population. It is just a matter of time before we are all living at a higher consciousness. Visualize this through your heart minds for this world. Everyone is relaxing, shifting into a more trusting, open, receptive, peaceful, caring, and joyful way of being in their communities. Our thoughts are very, very, very powerful. And when we focus them in great numbers in a certain direction, miraculous manifestations begin to occur. When enough people are seeking this for our future, it will exponentially spread like a wave throughout the minds and hearts of billions more. One day, we will reach a time when this huge enlightening shift will move through every heart, mind, and soul on our planet. Would you like to start increasing your ability to manifest everything you want whenever you want it in this life? And you understand that you know that your life was meant to be, and it truly is meant to be fun, joyous adventure. Now it's time to live it. Everything that you want to manifest in love, money, health, sex, and your intimate relationships can and will be yours. The day is coming. It is becoming aware. It's you becoming aware of who and what you are. It's the journey within you. It's to stay within. And that doesn't mean you're going to go away into a cave somewhere and not talk or interact or have a life. It means when you go within, you're with the God. You're with the God source. So you are not distracted with the external world, the material world. You're not distracted with lack of. You're not distracted with worry, stress, and fear. Because the more you stay within, you're literally sitting with your God. You walk with your God. You sit with your God within you. So it's almost like if you're taking a walk. Say you're taking a walk and you're just kind of easing out. and you're going to the park or someplace, or a nature's path or something, you realize that you will sense this within through your heart, mind, that the God is walking with you. You sit on a park bench, the God sits with you. This is kind of a visual habit to get into because it's real. It isn't something that's made up. It's not like an imaginary friend, even though those are real too for most children. But the fact of the matter is that we have that way you begin to understand and connect more intimately with your God within you. People say, well, how do you talk with the God within us? You sit quietly and listen. You ask the question through your heart mind. Or you can just verbalize it. It's like, God, what direction do you think we're going to go in? You'll get a feeling. Might not be immediate, might not be instantaneous. But you know, the camaraderie that you'll develop is absolutely amazing. And, you know, the people that are superficially lonely because they haven't discovered the God within them, once they start down that road, once they start understanding that, the loneliness leaves. You're not lonely. This is all superficial. It's all external. We've all been immersed in this externality of what? Of what? External authority, external reality, you know, materialism, wanting and having, possessing, striving, all of it. And here's the big knocker. A lot of us will go, okay, so I'll go inside. I'll go inside myself. I'll start exploring and interacting with the God, my God, more and more intimately. But then you have that feeling that comes in. Oh, this is silly. It's crazy. You know, this stuff never works. That's the ego mind. And when you're consciously aware that that's the ego mind, then you move out of the ego mind because you stay in the now. So you picture this, you start to understand this with yourself. And then you start realizing that the universe is your best ally and friend. It never goes against you. It is always giving you exactly what you ask for. And it's ironic because a lot of people don't realize it, but they're asking for more of the same. Frustration, fear, anxiety, stress, worry. But they're emitting that frequency, see? So understand that. That's the primer. When you begin to understand fully that whatever you give out, your frequency, your energy, the universe is going to give you more of it. Now, if you give out higher frequency, the universe will give you that higher frequency. And if the people on this planet would start to embrace that and understand that, a lot of this stress and worry and suffering and fear would vaporize, see? And you would enjoy life, but you wouldn't be attached to it. And you wouldn't have expectations of it. You would be so confident through your heart mind that you would know that it was absolutely perfect. You would not even have a doubt. The ego mind couldn't even come in and put a scratch on it. Because you knew that through your God within you, your soul, your pure consciousness, and the heart mind, the universe, how can you not enjoy this life? But it's stepping out of the same old, which is the ego mind running the show. If you can you picture, can you imagine, just for a moment, what it would be like on this planet if every single one of us were within and stayed within? Be absolutely phenomenal. And that's coming. That is coming. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. I'm sure we all are. And the first thing, relax our bodies. Remember that easy chair? That's the God you're leaning into. That's your God that you're leaning into. That is you, the God source. Your body's leaning into the God source. You are immediately going to a deep relaxation. That's why people fall asleep on these meditations, is they go into such a deep relaxation, and they need that relaxation. And they fall asleep. There's nothing wrong with that. So from head to toe, it's your relationship with your body. So, you talk with your body and say, it's time to relax. I'm going to let go, surrender all of my stresses, worries, fears, anxieties, all of them. They don't serve me any good. They come from the ego mind. Therefore, I'm not interested in entertaining them. That's all. You're not. Why would you be angry? You're not. You just say, I'm not interested in entertaining these. I'm letting them go. I surrender them. If people don't know how to do that, and you can visualize it, walking up to each one, giving them a full body hug, a nice big kiss, and lots of love, and they'll disappear. They will. They'll vaporize. Your body really, really, really appreciates that. So you let go, the body relaxes. You can feel it from head to toe, inside and out. Total relaxation, shoulders, arms, feet, hands, face, everything. It's almost as if you're floating, because you're not resisting anything. You see? You're not resisting or fighting anything. You're just floating. Pure harmony. Pure total relaxation. When you do this, then you move into the now. And what does the now do? Well, we got our bodies relaxed. Now we move into the now, which stills the ego mind and the subconscious mind. Stills them, which means you step outside of them. In fact, you can step outside of those and the body, and then you can watch that. Right? You can watch that. What is watch that? Could be anything outside of the body. Or could just be the body. So the now is the space between heartbeats, and that is all we have. We don't have anything else. There's no future because you create the future in the now. The past is gone. That used to be moment to moment, but now it's inert. It's lifeless. So you look at it as an elephant graveyard. You see the carcasses, the tusk, and everything. You see all the dust and debris, and it's as far as you can see, that's all you see. These are dead, really dead, non-existent. But yet a lot of us will go into our past and reminisce on memories. And that's good. None of us are exempt for that. And a lot of us will go there just, as I remember that was so great. Could have been anything, but you embrace it. But you don't stay there day after day. You don't keep reverting back to it. And some people will do that, and then they bring that past into a future that doesn't exist, and then they create that future from that past, and then they relive that past in that future. Do they know this? Not really. Not really. And that's why they're so confused, is that why is it that I keep ending up in the same place no matter what I do in this life? It always seems to take me back to this. Okay? Then some of us go in the future. We're not exempt for that. We wander and we wonder and we say what if and when and how, and I wonder what will happen if this happens, and I wonder how this, and when am I going to have this? And this is what we do. But we don't stay there. Hopefully we don't stay there. But see, the fact of the matter is that the now is really all we have. The now is the calm. It literally stills all the chatter and the noise and tens of thousands of thoughts that come at us every single day, every 24 hours, nonstop, eternally. So it is a whole transition that you practice doing this. And you're communing with your God within. And you're going into peace, total, deep, eternal peace, quiet. And you're watching everything. So you see your body. You see your body leaned into the God within in this easy chair. You're totally relaxed. You're in the now. That's it. Now, how do you stay in the now? Your breath, your divine positive energy, that which sustains the vessel, which holds the kingdom of God. It also empowers you, strengthens you, relaxes you, focuses you, eases you, calms you. It's stupendous. A lot of us just take it for granted. So whenever we wander, because we all do, it's just these thoughts. We just grab onto one of the clouds passing by in the sky, and we ride a thought, and we find ourselves out of the now, into the future or the past. So the breath, every single time that happens to you, you just say, okay, so I'm wandering off in a thought or several thoughts, whatever. So I'll focus on my breath and I'll be in the now. And then you will. Every single time without fail. And if those thoughts keep coming in and wandering around, you keep focusing on your breath. And eventually, those thoughts won't come in anymore. Now, you're outside the body, and you are not in the ego mind. And you're watching everything, and you see your body is lit up like a Christmas tree. It has these vibrant 7 colored wheels of light going right up through the center, right from your tailbone up to the top of your head. And they're kind of vaporish, and they're flowers. Each one is a different flower with a different geometrical shape inside. What are these? And you notice there's an energy flowing through them, like a perpetual fountain, from the tailbone up through the head, over the crown chakra, back around, constantly. And that's the God Force Love Light energy. That's your prana, your chi, your ki. So you take your breath, your divine positive energy, and you join it with your God Force Love Light energy. Now, you see these chakras, these energy vortexes. And you say, well, okay, we'll start with the root chakra, the Muladhara, the red wheel of light. This is our survival. This is our career, money mindset, and the sense of belonging. And it deals with our survival, and it's blocked by our fear. If fear overtakes you, you will not survive. And then we move to the orange wheel of light. This is the sacral chakra, the Vadasthana. This is our enjoyment, our pleasure, our sexuality. This is accepting new experiences, going with the flow. And that's pleasure. It's blocked by guilt. Guilt eliminates pleasure. Then we move to the golden yellow wheel of light. This is our willpower. This is our solar plexus chakra, Manipura. It's our personal power. It's our ability to channel. And so our willpower is blocked by shame. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light. This is the heart chakra, the Anahata. This is our love. This is what we are. This is relationships and self-acceptance. I mean, people, they just have a hard time even accepting themselves, let alone anybody outside them. And this love, this is blocked by grief. Then we move to the blue wheel of light, throat chakra, the Vishuddha. This is self-expression. It's our communication. It deals with truth. It's blocked by lies. Then we move to the indigo wheel of light. This is the third eye chakra, the Ajna. This is our intuition, sense of purpose, and direction in this life. This is our insight. It is blocked by illusion. And then we move to the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. This is a connection to the divine, to the God source within you. And it's also a connection to the astral plane, spiritual plane. Everything and everything, nothing and nothing, and beyond. So we brought all of these energies all the way up, and you're at the crown chakra. And that is blocked by ego attachment. If there is one common denominator that keeps the civilization from discovering the God that it is, it's ego attachment. So these energies are at the top of our head because we've watched them and we've moved them all the way up to the top of the head crown chakra, the Sahasrara. And they just are floating there. And we compress and condense them. And we do this. We are love. We are light. We are God. And in that brief moment, we condense and compress them into pure, omnipotently powerful liquid energy. And we release them over our pineal glands. Our pineal glands are real important to us while in these bodies. None of us have fully functioning pineal glands yet. And the pineal gland connects us to all the particles of existence. It is our elevator to endlessness. It's our elevator, it's our conduit, it's our stargate to all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. So through your heart-mind's motion picture, you can see it how you perceive the pineal gland. I see it as a green ball, rosebud. And when I release this pure liquid energy over it, instantaneously transforms into this beautiful, massive, fully bloomed rose with massive petals and a phenomenal fragrance. And it's sending out these shimmering waves. You can kind of see a little bit of sparkling in them, and they're just saturating. And I fall into this deep, eternal peace, complete joy and bliss, and not a care in the world. There's nothing there. It's just the God in me. And it's interesting because the rose is a reminder, these waves that it comes, that saturates me, of the God that I am. We are consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And these bodies that we're in, the heart mind, the ego mind, the subconscious mind, the higher self, the spirit, the soul, the God source, pure consciousness, all one. We're all pieces of the collective consciousness, all little gods that make up the one and only God. So we communicate with the other pieces that are awake of the collective consciousness. So we call upon all of the light energy beings and all there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, form this circle of light, and the complete liberation of this planet. And they come in the googolplexes. One googolplex fills this entire universe. They come in the trillions of googolplexes from trillions of universes from every direction. And they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth, all these civilizations. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that we're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and forming this circle of light. And they come in the billions. And they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials. Uncountable numbers. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every day, and over trillions travel throughout the universes every day. Yet only those that are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, form this circle of light, complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And we're familiar with a smidgen of them. Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, Nords, Greys, Draco Reptilian, Golden Pyramid, Avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, in our ascension, in our enlightenment, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in uncountable numbers. And they are with us now consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light, and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now consciously. We call upon all low light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. There's trillions of them. They come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations of which we've never seen before. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, form this circle of light, and complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. Now, the ones that we're kind of familiar with, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And they are with us now consciously. And we're all gathered, arm in arm, hand in hand, in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance. We're all one. We're all love. We're all God. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We all immediately form a circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, this meditation. This light emanates from our God source within these bodies. Pure, absolute, perfect divineness. And this light, we've learned to shine outside of us, to shine it outward. It is nothing more powerful than the light that each and every one of us carry. We are flooding all life. The highest supreme value in the universe is everyone, all of our brothers and sisters, either whether they're awake, waking up, or asleep. Doesn't matter. We flood them all eternally, always, head to toe, inside and out, with this deep, pure, eternal love that we're all made of. And this light is so bright that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take over 1,000 billion suns in this solar system alone to even come close to its brightness, its radiance. And we begin to levitate as a circle light above this planet. As we do, we're immediately met with this massive ocean of glitter. It's everywhere. It's flashing and reflecting trillions of vibrant colors everywhere, back and forth. And then we learn that we look closely and we see these little tiny mirrors, perfectly etched, reflecting all of us back and forth. And we're all students and we're all teachers of one another. And we're always learning, whether consciously or unconsciously, from each other. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds each and every single one of us that we are the power of healing. We're then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. Then we're met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds each and every one of us that from head to toe, inside and out, perpetually, always, eternally, we are imbued with white fire armor. This emanates from the God source, the love light energy within each and every one of us. And it is so powerful that nothing, no demons, no attachments, no invasions, no infiltrations, no breaches, no harm whatsoever ever can happen to any of us. Period. But only you have the power. It's all about your frequency. So if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough, whether consciously or unconsciously, through hatred, fear, greed, envy, stress, anxiety, judgment, then you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now, if you do decide to do this, you are immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is the column of light that reminds each and every single one of us that you can transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance. You can send them to pure consciousness, where they are vaporized, gone, permanently. Then you're met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds each and every one of us that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our harmony of deep, pure, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. Then we're met with the golden white pink light. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we're the sun. We're the sunlight. We're the sunsets and the sunrises. We're the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We're the trees and the forests. We're all the animals, the soils, the rainbows and the rain, everything. And so when you see something on this planet, whether it's in the sky, the clouds, the sunsets, the sunrises, whatever it may be, and you're taken aback by how absolutely beautiful and majestic and divine, whatever it is you're seeing, experiencing, it is you that is the divine, that is the majesty, that is the beauty. It is you. Now, we continue to levitate above the planet. And as we continue to do so, some of us step outside our physical form, if we're carrying physical form, and float effortlessly above it. We come into full view with this massive crystalline light tower, which we created, which is larger than this solar system. And so we look in the center of the column, and we see this oblong sphere. You can't miss it. And in the center of this sphere is this golden white ball of light, sparkling and shimmering and sending off mist. And it's sending out these waves to us, saturating us all head to toe inside and out. And this is deep, pure, eternal love. And it's surrounded by all these rings of beautiful, vibrant, colored lights. And they're doing the same thing, except they're gratitude, well-being, generosity, gentleness, humbleness, all flooding us. And the interesting thing about this is that they're all reflections of who and what we are, of the God source, of the gods that we are. At the top, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, flooding us all, head to toe, inside and out, 24/7, eternally, always, with this pure, deep, eternal love, nonstop. We are all drops of this golden ocean. And we all hold the essence of this golden ocean. And the golden ocean is the drops, and the drops are the golden ocean. And we're all one. And we're all God, and we're all love. And the only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere at set center circle. We all created this sphere over 3 years ago. It holds almost 1,300 of our meditations in perpetual motion. They're eternal. All of us gathered, hundreds of millions of us on and off world, in this meditation for the total liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, this now, and her civilizations. I mean, it's absolutely spectacular. And this meditative sphere literally showers us 24/7, non-stop with his pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, bliss, joy, prosperity, well-being, great wealth, abundance, unending. This is why it can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. You feel this energy, these frequencies of the God that you are within you. And to have the opportunity to be in body and to experience this life. Man's chief delusion is his conviction that there are causes other than his own state of consciousness. All that befalls a man, all that is done by him, all that comes from him, happens as a result of his state of consciousness. A man's consciousness is all that he thinks and desires and loves, all that he believes is true and consents to. This is why a change of consciousness is necessary before you change your outer world. Neville Goddard. I'll join you in the meditation. Return to close us out. an easy breath in through the nose. Take an easy breath in through the nose. And an easy breath out through the mouth. Move easily and slowly. All your problems are created between your ears. And to go even deeper, as the great master sage Ramana Maharishi once said, all your problems stem from the belief that you were born. You are an eternal being that cannot cease. So truly, you were never born. All attachment to this body that you're in, this mind, these beliefs that you were born, imply that you are separate from your spiritual source. To step into the all-powerful manifesting being that we all are, truly so, we simply surrender to all false ideas and be one with this source. And as we devote ourselves to knowing ourselves as the divine, all-powerful manifesting beings that we truly are, we will see that anything is possible. The great manifesting master is ready to be integrated into your life. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. And we'll be back here tonight at 9 p.m. for the TFCC, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we will return tomorrow, Thursday, March 18th, 2021, to continue our Global Guided Meditation Call.